Most partner dances have a long history of gendered roles. Lindy Hop's not like that.
This dance came up in a very challenging, very troubled time, not unlike the times we're currently living in. The foremost individual, his name was Frankie Manning. Frankie firmly believed that if everyone danced the Lindy Hop, there would be no wars. That this dance had the capacity to break down barriers between people. The place where Lindy Hop became most famous was the Savoy Ballroom. The Savoy Ballroom was one of the first integrated spaces in the United States. This music, this kind of dance was so compelling that it brought a lot of different people into the same room.
So a lot of the original dancers danced both roles. Adding a gender-specific role to this dance was something that was added much later. So here at Swing It, we strongly encourage everybody to learn and dance both roles.
Swing It Seattle is a place where you can learn how to do the original swing dance, Lindy Hop. Oftentimes the people that come to us have never danced a step before. They might not even know what this is. So that means we have this wide range of different people and different backgrounds and ages and genders and experiences.
I probably started to learn to lead a few years ago, and it really made me understand the dance in a completely different way. I felt like I suddenly had stepped through the looking glass or something, and I suddenly understood it from both sides. But it's really fun to go back and forth, and it's very playful.
So I always learned both roles, and that's brought so much joy and possibility inside of partnership for me. So I'm not always in a follow role where I'm needing to respond to somebody else's invitations. I can direct from both follow and lead, like longings I have inside of the dance and inside of the partnership at any given moment.
In fact, I teach most of the classes as a leader, and Mark teaches most of the classes as a follower. But we also switch back and forth.
Here we go. Rock, set, kick, set. There are people that would not have met, would not have seen themselves being friends with this person or that person, yet they found Lindy Hop, they found Swing It, they found this thing in common, and then they decided to see what else they had in common. If you do this dance, you will get to know people you might not get to know otherwise.
I think we strive really hard here at Swing It to be very open and welcoming to everybody. If you're a kind person and you're here to dance, then you will be welcomed. And I think just not putting any emphasis on the gendered part of the roles is just a part of that.
There's a joy in being able to be in both roles, and also to ask people if they do dance one or the other. I can dance with everybody. There's nobody that I can't dance with. And yeah, that just feels really like spunky and sparky and fun.
One of the fundamental elements of this dance is that you do it in a social setting, and it is traditionally done to live music. It is a place for people to go and put the steps into play that they've learned in class and have a fun social interaction with other dancers in the community.
I think a lot of us who come here love that we can just show up and we form a community, which is really what community is. It's not only people that you've known forever, but people that you have met through a common activity. It's creative, it's challenging, it's fun. You can dance after a few lessons, but you can also continue to learn and try to challenge yourself with new steps. And so there's a place for everyone.
Sharing the same passion with other people. Because Lindy is very happy dance, and everybody's smiling, and I cannot stop smiling every time I dance.
it feels just like an invitation to be really with another person and with myself at the same time. And then there's also feeling for like the bigger room and what everybody is doing together, that it's just like this swirl of like care and aliveness and connection. And of course the practice of dancing is so much a thing of we do this together, but in a lot of ways I feel like I just get to belong through being myself in ways that I don't always feel in other spaces.
There are no shortage of people here that have said, this is the time. This is the one time that I go somewhere that's not the office, that's not the grocery store, where I see people and I have a genuine interaction with them. It takes an activity like this that you can't hold a phone while you're doing the Lindy Hop, right? You have to have this kind of interaction with people that you won't have with other activities.
We're not the center, the dance is, the music is. And I think that just kind of ripples throughout the community. Like, nobody's here to kind of be the best or to show off or to only dance with the best. We're all just here to have a good time and to dance with each other and to enjoy this really special dance together.
And it does bring a certain kind of perspective that there will be better times ahead. You're part of something bigger than you. That kind of community is one way to get through these very challenging times.
I've showed you that there's something you thought you couldn't do and now you can do it. Who knows what other things are possible? And now you have a community of people that will support you in this endeavor or the next one.